If we assume that our boys will grow into emotionally mature men on their own, we're setting them up to struggle later in life. I was in an airport a few weeks ago and I watched a grown man lose his mind, lose his composure over something simple. He was frustrated, reactive, unable to process clear directions from a gate agent who was just being calm, professional, and correct. I mean, he wasn't yelling or anything, but he was impatient, argumentative, and completely unable to consider that he might be the one who was wrong. It wasn't like I was watching an adult. I felt like I was watching a seventh grader argue with his mom, push back, pout, insist that it wasn't fair and it wasn't right. I mean, a million patterns that this guy just hadn't worked through. And it became really clear really quickly what you're actually looking at. It's not a personality issue, it's a skill gap. Because emotional maturity is not something that boys grow into automatically. It doesn't come from age or success or experience. It comes from being built. And while we push our boys to be strong, successful, and competitive, we don't often explicitly teach them how to recognize what they're feeling, tolerate it, stay connected, and socially cooperative in the midst of it. I mean, to be clear, like a 13-year-old who's thriving academically and socially will have a bright future, there's no doubt. But whether or not he becomes someone who is connected, empathetic, and able to navigate relationships with maturity at 43, I mean, that's a different question. Because success does not produce emotional maturity, practice does. And if those skills aren't built early, they won't magically show up later. But there will be many adult moments that require something of him that was never developed, which is why this matters now. Because our middle school boys will not move toward emotional awareness on their own. They are in many ways socialized away from it. And so if we want them to become men who are not just successful, but connected, aware, and grounded in the way they relate to others, we have to teach them that explicitly, not assume that it will just arrive, not hope, oh, it's just a phase. We build it skill by skill on purpose. And if you're interested in doing that for your son, I'm starting a middle school boys cohort in April. Just reach out for more details. Love to have you.